Alright, hey lab rats, it's Scott from eShirtLabs and trying to get this little illustration done here of this snarling beast of a wolf. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add some highlights and shadows and try to make it stand out a little bit more. So right now, one of the tricks I like to use is making your own brush. And let's see here, we have to go to a layer where we can actually work, and I'm just gonna draw out a square, which is what I don't want. I want a circle or ellipse, and I'm just going to draw one out here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw a background on here too so you can see what I'm trying to do. So let's get another layer, and let's see, now I do want a square. And I don't know what kind of background I want. Let's just keep it neutral. So let's do a medium gray. Excuse me. So, and what this does do, it does show where I haven't filled in color. It's another good reason to do this. So, and BG for background. Then I can go back to my, let's go to the fur layer, unlock it, and I'm just going to grab a blob brush and make sure I'm on white. I don't want a stroke, I just want white color, but because I'm using the blob brush, it actually reads the stroke color, not the fill color. Okay, so I'm still on the background. I want to be on the fur layer and just go in and quick fill this in so I don't forget it later on. There you go. Same over here. Alright, there we go. Any others that... Nope. Looks like everything else is filled in decent. And so we'll go ahead and lock down the fur again. And let's see, we need the background lock. The only thing we're going to be working with is highlights and shadows. Don't need the teeth. So I'm going to be on the highlight layer. And there we go. Okay, so I just want a white circle. I want the stroke gone. Okay, so I have this white circle here, and I'm going to go ahead and move in, and I'm going to go ahead and move this to an opacity of 10 just so you can see what we're doing. A little tough to see, but there it is, just a little bit lighter. And I need another circle. Go into the middle, start to drag, hold down the Alt-Shift key, and I have 100% circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this and this. I'm going to do a blend. And I want it to make, so it starts making a blend, and it only does one the first time. Then you go ahead and go to blend options, and I know I have an older version of Illustrator, so if there's another method for this, fantastic. not on the cloud. So, alright, so steps. We want to put in, we don't want to go crazy because this is actually going to be fairly small. So I'm going to go with, let's go 10. Alright, so what do we have here? We have blended shapes that go from a solid opacity of 100 white to 10. So why are we doing that? Well, what I'm going to do is create a brush from that. So I'm going to grab it and drag it in here. We're going to call it an art brush, and we want it to be pressure sensitive, and we'll call it, let's switch screens, didn't mean to, no, there it is, just slow. Highlight brush. Okay, so now I've got that as a brush, and I'll go ahead and reduce it down so I can do another one. And when you get down to that size, you can't even tell that there's steps. So we're going to go ahead and do it again. Bring this in, and another art brush, and we want it to be pressure sensitive. We'll call it highlight 2. And we want it to go variation. So let's say I like round numbers, so we'll go 20. And we want it to be tints, so if we do decide to change the color, we can, and okay. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and archive this in, what do I want? Styles, I believe, or swatches, maybe swatches. I want swatches. It's on. Where do I have your head? Symbols. Nope, I'm going to put it in symbols for right now. Alright. New symbol. White. And it's not a movie clip, it's a graphic. And okay. Alright, so if I want to go back to that, I can just pull it off, edit it, what have you. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about this now. Goodbye. Alright, so what is all this about? So I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush, my line brush, and when you draw now, look at that. I've got a soft edge brush. Something that you might be able to do in the newer versions now, but this was sort of a revelation for me when I did it originally, because I could not figure out how to get a soft edge. So now this is very good for making some highlights. So I'm going to go ahead and dump these. I'm going to get back out here, and I'm on my highlight layer. So let's go in here and take a look. Let's start off with this little ear here, and the highlight is below my ink layer, so when I draw on this, it's going to go behind the black line. If I want to do something else where I'm actually covering the black line, we can do that, but I would have to do another layer above the ink layer. So we're just going to stick with this for now and get back onto my brush, and let's just do a little bit here. Now if I wanted a solid one, that's what I'd use. And oh, that's why, because I'm still on the blob brush. Okay, so now we're back to stroke, and I need to go to brushes, and that's the one. Okay, oh, So I'm just going to draw a line. And what happened? Y. Let's undo, and let's try this again. Highlight. I want my brush. Okay. Not working. I didn't do something right. Let's see. Let's try this one. Opacity is 100. So what did I do? Well, let's. I think we want the symbol. Let's see what happens. Nope, not doing it. And I don't have to redraw. I can just grab this again and select it. Select it. Okay, that's why, because I don't have the right one yet. That's because this is my inking brush palette. I need brushes, and I need to go to the one that I made. It's probably this one here. That's the big one. That one's too big. There's the one I want. So this one, to avoid the confusion, I'm going to dump it. Let's say no. Alright, just leave it the way it is. Okay, so now I've got what I want. And I'm going to delete that. And I'm still on highlight layer. And just go in here and make one little line. And look at that. I've got my highlights. So you can just go in here and with one quick line put in this, and it is pressure sensitive. I'm barely touching, I'm pushing really hard, and then there. So alright, and I want this little tip, and so, and come back in here. So you can feather. Come back out again. And this is what we end up with. And so you can come in here. Went a little stray. Are you back? And the nice thing about the line is, okay, yeah, I'm using the brush right now. Great, fine. But let's say I want a shape. I'll just grab another circle, hit it. There you go. And you need a moon up there. That'll work because it's going from thin to thick to thin. So you can actually do it with shapes as well. So you want a soft edge on a shape. So let's go ahead and back to this, and so we'll go ahead and do something like this. Okay. Thin to thick to thin. So that was with a light touch. I could go heavier. And geez, you'd think I'd swallowed a frog. So this way, it's a little more intuitive. I mean, you can do a lot of different things, but for me, I just want to get the details in here real quick, get it done, and move on. But I still want it to look good. So you got that. And we need to do in here on the back side. Don't like the way it came out, so you can do it one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's get this one a little bit. In there. Now this is on the back side of the head, so I'll probably just do shadowing in here. But maybe I'll do this. And again, this is kind of shadowed from this brow. But that's another thing I could do. Okay, let's go ahead and put the highlight in. So I've got my highlight in there. Now, I could still go in, because this is a line, and go ahead and do an opacity on it. Let's cut it down to 60%. Release. So look at that. You've got just a little edge there, and you can always play with it too. And just get some very subtle stuff going on. So, and we'll do the same thing with the black and do it for shadowing. So right now I don't like this, it's distracting me, so I'm going to quick go into fur, release it, select it, and clean it up real quick with the eraser tool. Good, thank you. Alright, so if you're looking for a less contrast on the highlights, I can go in and select all these. Select. And we're going to go same, and we're going to go with appearance, and I've got them all. So I can go ahead and take those, and let's make them all 60. There you go, and release. So there we go. So another way to build up your highlights. So let's say maybe I've got this one in there, and then I decide I just want to do some real minor ones. Then I can go back in afterwards with the solid brush. So if I let go right now, it should go back to the 100. Nope, stuck at 60 still. Okay, but you can go ahead and pop it back, go back to 100. Okay, got it, and delete. And so now we can just maybe do a couple high points. And see, so brighten it back up. Again, you can do what you like, and it's quick. That's what I like. It's quick, and just quick get in there. Do what I need to do. So let's brighten up this. Oop. I'm actually going to get a little more pressure on there and there. Don't like it. Go back, put it back in, and maybe a little here, and some on top here. And this is where I really wanted to do it originally, was in here. So we can do just quick in here. Let's keep it, whoop. Keep it on this side. Keep it on this side. And we'll bring it up here. And maybe a little, whoop. A little in here. And I can soften this up just by selecting it. Oh, nope, it's part of a different layer. Is that part of the fur layer? Nope. It's part of the color. Let's probably this one here. Nope. And let's go back. So where are you? Oh, it's in here, but it's in the ink layer. Yep, that's where it is. So I'll quick undo that and just grab this and put a stroke on it. Basics. So we need to put a stroke on, and we'll say a 1-point stroke. And so using my nope, it just has a stroke. So we're going to select that, and there you go. You got a nice little soft edge on it. So this is a way to turn your hard edge into something a little softer. If you're trying to go for that Photoshop-ish look, you can do it that way. And just come in and play with it. And remember, it's lines, so you can always go back in and tweak the line or thicken the line. Okay, so I am off the highlight layer, Control X. Let's lock up the ink layer, go back to highlights, paste in front. Boom. We got that highlight there. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's go in. Do a little on this side. Okay, a little too far out. Let's bring it back in. And we'll do it all the way around. Okay. And maybe a little over the top of this portion. And again, that's kind of a lot of contrast. I'm going to quick grab those and go back to the opacity, and maybe we'll go, let's go 90. Oh, I could use some lightening up. Let's go 80. Okay. So, there you go. That's in there. And where it's going to really help is on these teeth. Alright, so I'm going to come in here. And like I said, you can always do it as a shape and then just put it on there as a soft edge. And I'm just going to go with, let's do it this way. And where'd you go? Am I not on the line? Is it in there? Yeah, it was in there. What did I do wrong? Oh, yellow. Teeth was on a different layer. Gotta get ahead of it. Okay, so I'll do a quick undo. And so, because the teeth are above the layer, are they gonna work if I put them underneath? Is there a reason for that? Let's say there is. Let's see how it works. Alright, let's get back in here. Back to that. I'm on the wrong layer again. There we go, highlights. Alright, so let's try this again. Okay, so now it's coming in, but let's do this. There we go. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay, back over here. Okay, so I'm just doing some highlights on these teeth. And back in here, we'll do some of this. Okay. Highlights and back. Oh, wrong. Okay. I'm still going to cheat and put a little here. So I want it even a little bit bigger. There we go. There. All right. That's not bad. Put that there. Okay. And so we'll do the same thing. And I don't know if it'll let me do this, but let's try it. Okay. So we've got our stroke here. And I put it on tints, so let's see if it's going to let me do it with, say, brown. And let's try it. Nope. It's alright. We'll just fix it. Okay. So, remember that little symbol I hid out? Yeah, we'll just grab that back, toss it in here, zoom in, and see, is it going to let me release it? Object. Let's go expand. Object. Fill. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to... It should show me all the different different blends. Let's see. Huh. Interesting. Well, we'll just make another one. Alright. Delete. And we're going to go in here. I'm going to select the circle. And we want to go brown. Actually, I'm just going to go black and then change later. Okay. There. Nope. Switch. We want this off. And we want another one. And that one's going to be 10%. I'm going to do a blend. Oh, that must be on top. Control X, Control back, Control B, and let's go ahead and object, blend, make, and I still have it set at 10, probably so, but we'll check. Options, yep, and cancel, and we'll keep that. Let go. Alright. And is that all of it? And I'm going to bring it down roughly where it was before. Doesn't look like a very good gradient there. Let's go back. Okay, did I have more than one circle or something? Oh, it's black. It's 100%, yep. And this should be 10, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Object, blend, make. Just doesn't look like it's doing it quite right. It should be 10, so it should be black, 90, 80, and then it looks like it jumps. No, let's try it again from scratch. Delete. Alright, circle. Black at 100. Black at 10. Grab them both. Come on. Oh boy, this pen. Alright. Okay. Let's just align these. And make a blend. Object, blend, make. Must be out of order here. X, paste them back, select, object, blend, make. Well, not going to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and we're going to go ahead and drag it into the symbols. It's a new symbol. Shadow, whoops, spelling. Graphic and okay. Then we want to go ahead and take this and move it into. Oh, I don't want any inking. Inking is an already saved bunch of brushes. Oh, cancel. Don't want that now. I want. Where are my brushes? Brushes. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, does this have a stroke on it? Is that what's messing me up? I don't think so. Okay. Alright, so we're going to drag it in here, make a new brush, art brush, yes. And we want pressure, and we're going to bring it down again. 30-ish. I always hate this because it never goes at the right even number. Okay, so tints, we want that. And okay. Alright, so this should be done. Let's try a stroke and find out. Okay. That's a little blobby. Okay. So that means I gotta make it smaller. So we'll go ahead and get rid of these. Delete. And delete. Delete. Let's make this smaller. Try it again. Art brush. Pressure sensitive. Let's go to 20. Go back to tints and Okay. And we'll get back on this. Deselect, select, and draw. Okay. That's more what I was looking for. And delete, and get back out where I can see what's going on. Alright, so right now we've got that going on. And again, we can do the same thing. Go in, pick out our shadows. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Now that's not going to help. And then go in and let's go 60 again. But I'm actually gonna make it multiply. So how's that look? Well, not exactly what I was hoping for, but it will work in other places. Okay, so it gives a bit of a blur. So let's go ahead and use this on the bottom edge of this. And again, we can still grab it. It's a line. Do opacity. Let's make it 50. And let's go ahead and call it multiply, which we do. And okay, so let's look at it. Fifty's not bad, but let's see. Now that I've got it set as tint, let's try it with the brown. Let's try it with the dark brown. Deselect. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. So we'll leave it there. And let's do some lines here. A little goofy. So we'll just do them short ones. There we go. Oh, let's get back in a little close. And try it again. And be a little neater this time. So let's go in here. And in here. Okay. So we can go in and so I actually think I like the hard edge better there. I'm going to undo those last two. Leave that. I can do a little soft edge there. And this probably in here. And here. Okay, so that's a way to give you some soft shadows really quickly. Alright. So, and you can go in here because... Oh, was I on the highlight layer? Son of a gun. Didn't switch over. Okay, so let's do an appearance grab. So here, select, same appearance, Control X, get out of the highlight layer, go to the shadows, paste in front. Paste in front, yeah. Oh, I don't want it twice though. There we go. Okay. Alright, so back on the shadows. Layer. So I can go in here. Darken up the tongue, and I don't have to worry about the teeth because it's on a separate layer. So I can just go in here and work a shape in, and just do a fill, the dark brown. Okay, so now I've got the soft edge and the fill, and if I want it darker, which I do, I'll go ahead and go, let's go 65. So, and it's shape, so I can always go in and take these lines and move them around, what have you. And let's go, I want to go ahead and do this. So I can grab that piece and this piece, go to Pathfinder, and just do connect. Then I lost my fill, so I'm going to just grab it, move it back in, and there. So, and you see that shape did not go over the teeth. Why? Because it's on a different layer. See? No teeth, teeth, no teeth. Okay, and let's see, do I want to do more with the mouth? Sure, why not? I'm going to take off the fill and just go with some strokes, darken it up. So you can just do this until it feels like you've gotten the look you want. See, out of habit I'm trying to go around, but because the teeth are on a separate layer, I can just go right through them. And it looks more organic, like somebody really, you know, like hand drew it. She did, but doesn't look like vector art. And let's still go ahead and pick a different color. So let's go to black. Not fill black though. I want stroke black. So this, and get rid of that. And that's a little dark for a shadow, but let's try this. Okay, let's go ahead and do a light blue. Over here, boom. Look at that. No muss, no fuss. And that's a lot of blue. So let's go ahead and do an opacity of 50. You select to look at it. No. Alright, so that's what I got going there. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the rest of this. I've got to get a more completed look, but the wolf's looking pretty good. I should probably put a little highlight in here and a little shadowing in here. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that brown. And back to this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some color there, and there, and there, underneath here, here, and under that, and move it in. There you go. Don't want any highlights in here. Maybe a couple. And bring that in. Oh, first off though, what layer am I on? I'm still on shadows. And I do want to go here. That ain't right. Maybe because this isn't white. Okay, let's try it again. Not yet. Is this the one? Yep, there we go. So we're just going to bring a little in here. There we go. Okay. Maybe, oh, I got rid of the brown. Now the other way you can do it too. Make sure you're grabbing the right thing. Oh. Try not to overlap them here. Oh, there. So much for trying. And darken this. And a little of this. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it for the moment. Not done yet, but getting closer. And hope you had a good time. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.